Hey guys, it's Hair Jordan. Today's Fan Friday video is going to be a little bit different. I have a question I want to ask you. I don't know if you can see the background or not. It's just a big giant field. I'm in Indiana. It's farmlands, man. There's no internet out here. No cell phone service. I can't even tweet or anything. So I have to go to Starbucks here in a little bit to upload this video. But the question that I want to ask you is, what would your life look like if you weren't afraid of anything? No fear at all. Fear is a pretty powerful thing for us people, for humans. It's kept us alive for, thousands of years. Cavemen used to be afraid of stuff, and that's why they survived. If they weren't afraid of anything, they would have died. But nowadays, there's not so much to be afraid of. But we still make decisions based off of fear. People get up and go to work, go to school because they're afraid of what would happen. They might lose their house, lose their job, not have food, whatever. They don't do it because they want to do it. They do it because they're afraid. And we just kind of get used to living like that. But what would it look like if you weren't afraid? If you got up and went to school and went to work, not because you were afraid, but because you wanted to, because it fit in with what your plan was for your life, whatever. I don't know. Everybody has dreams. Everybody. And a lot of people don't pursue them because of fears. I talk to so many people who tell me excuses of, well, I can't do it because of this. It's like, what? That's not a big deal. The biggest thing that people are afraid of is the unknown. The fear of the unknown. If we don't know what's going to happen, yeah, that is scary. So think about what would happen. What exactly are you afraid of? What's the worst case scenario? Okay, say you pursued your dream, 100%, went all out. What's the worst thing that would happen? Can you think it out? Even write it on paper if you need to. Because chances are it's probably not that bad. You could probably live with it. What? You gonna fail and be homeless? Your parents gonna disown you? You're not gonna have any friends? Is that really what would happen? Probably not. Maybe, but probably not. I mean, I've slept in a car before. I've lived in a car before. It's not that bad. I'm in a car right now. I mean, it's kind of nice. I've slept in homeless shelters. Not that big a deal. I've had to dig through dumpsters for food or miss meals. It's not the end of the world. Was it worth pursuing my dream? Heck yeah. You know what I mean? If you can think of your worst fears of what would realistically happen, then you can deal with them. You can face your fears if you know what they are. And then you can say, okay, it's worth it. I'm not going to live in fear anymore. I'm going to live in yes, I'm doing this because this is what I want to do. It's totally different. Totally different. I'm not a fan of boxing, but the thing about boxing is that it's a great metaphor for life. And the guy in a boxing match who's just afraid and just cowers in the corner the whole time, he's the guy who gets beat up the most. You're going to get beat up anyway. So you might as well get up and put up a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen the movies, the Rocky series. They're good movies. I like Rocky, by the way. But there's one where he fights this world champion, Apollo Creed, and Rocky's just this bum who happens to box. And so there's this big boxing match, and Rocky loses to the world champ. But he's so happy. Why is he so happy when he lost? Because he didn't get knocked out. He made it to the end of the fight, and then the judges had to decide who won. And that's awesome. That's so much more awesome than if he would have just stayed in the corner and got the crap beat out of him without fighting back because he was afraid. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. He was so happy that he lost because he did so well. Even though he didn't become the next world champ, he still did really well. You know what I'm saying? So, don't just cower in the corner. Think about the whole world. There's people who get tortured every day. Do you know that? And if you were to talk to one of those people who just got tortured this morning and told them your biggest fears and what's holding you back from living the life you want to live, they would probably look at you and say, are you serious? That's what you're afraid of? I just got tortured for 4 hours. I'm about to get my head chopped off. That's what you're afraid of? You have nothing to be afraid of. You know what I mean? Think about it that way. Know what your fears are so that you can deal with them. I'm tired of getting messages of people saying what's holding them back. I want to start getting more messages of people telling me what they're doing, how they're facing their fears, and how they're kicking life's butt. You know what I'm saying? And I do get some messages like that, and I love it. I want to get more. that's about all I have to say today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I think you're awesome. And that's it. Bye.